Hello, my name is Glenn Sampson, and today we are going to go over the TI-83 and TI-84 calculators. Both the TI-83 and the TI-84 calculators are made by Texas Instruments. There are only a few extra things that the TI-84 has that the 83 does not. For the purposes of this presentation, they are the same machine. In this presentation, we will cover graphics, integration, matrices, and programs. First, let's take a look at how the calculator graphs functions and equations. Press the Y equals button located just underneath the screen to bring up the screen where you enter the equations to be graphed. The calculator can graph 10 different equations on each plot simultaneously. Right now, we are only going to enter one. Enter in the equation 2 minus x squared. It is typed just as you see it in the picture. After you have entered the equation, hit the graph button just underneath the screen to the right. The calculator will plot the equation onto an XY plane. Now that we have a nifty little graph, let's see what we can do with it. Press the second button and then press the calc button. It is also located just underneath the screen. Let's say we want to find out the maximum point on this graph. Select option 4 in the menu. Press enter 3 more times and the calculator will tell you the exact coordinates of the highest point of the equation. In this case, it is 1, 2. Now let's take a look at how we can use our Texas Instruments calculator to integrate a function. Integration lets you easily calculate position, velocity, and acceleration. You can also determine the rate at which something is changing. Using the calculator is faster than integrating by hand, making life simpler and homework easier. Go back to the Calc menu and select option 7. When the calculator asks you, enter 0 for the lower bound and 1 for the upper bound. Then hit enter. The calculator will display the area that we have just integrated and give you the exact answer. In this case, the answer is 5/3. These calculators are also very adept at handling matrices. With a matrix, you can store and manipulate sets of data. Matrices are an integral part of 3D graphic design and are also very useful in solving systems of equations. Why don't we go ahead and solve a system of equations right now? Let's say we have 3x plus 3y equals 24 and 2x plus y equals 13, and we want to solve for both x and y. If we look at only the coefficients, we can build a handy-dandy matrix to play with. To enter a matrix into the calculator, press second and then matrix. Make sure you scroll over to the edit menu and select matrix A. The matrix we just built is a 2x3 matrix. So we need to tell the calculator to set up a 2x3 matrix for us. After you have done so, enter in the numbers that correspond with each spot in the matrix in the calculator. After you have entered the values, press second and matrix again to bring up the matrix menu. This time, scroll over to the math column, press up 4 times and select option B. Now press second and matrix yet again, and this time select matrix A right away. Go ahead and press enter. The matrix the calculator gave us might look strange at first, but what it really is telling us is that 1x plus 0y equals 5 and 0x plus 1y equals 3. So really, the calculator just solved the system of equations for us and gave us the answer x equals 5 and y equals 3. Now we get to the real bread and butter of the graphing calculator: programs. There are virtually limitless possibilities of what you can do with calculator programs. You can create and play games, build easy equation solvers, and even make a set of flashcards to help you study. Today we will make a fairly useless program, but it will demonstrate the basics of how to build one. First, press the program button and scroll over twice so that we can tell the calculator we are creating a new program. To type on these calculators, press the green alpha button and find each letter above the corresponding button to press. Let's name this program Test. You should now see a screen exactly like the one pictured. Let's start programming, shall we? All of the tools and utilities we need to program can be found by pressing the Program button again. Go ahead and enter in the coding exactly how it appears in the picture. This might take a little bit for beginners. Just remember to hit the Program button again to find what you need. After you have finished entering the code, press second and quit to exit out of the editor. The calculator automatically saves your code. Open up the Program menu again and select our program named Test. Hit enter again to tell the program to execute. If you're seeing the same thing as the picture, you successfully made a program in your calculator. That covers some of the more useful functions of the TI-83 and TI-84 calculators. Of course, these were very brief tutorials and can only give you a small glimpse of what the calculator is really capable of. There are literally hundreds of resources you can use to further develop your skills with the calculator. Go ahead and check out some of the resources I cite at the end of this presentation. Until next time, this is Glenn Sampson saying, math is power.